our old favorites better than ever?
Princess of the Bear, today we're at Disney's EPCOT, all caps of course, because it's time to return to the place where the crown sits.
Rose and Crown.
When we say no kings, we also mean the UK, but their menu has changed, and as your number one choice of foodie infotainment, we're going to investigate so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go eat.
It's time to foodie and chill. The Coronation salad got a glow up. Last time we got this, it was not a wedge. So I'm just gonna I want the best of it. I gotta toss my own salad here apparently. So I guess I didn't really need to cut it in the center here, but I'm gonna get me I don't even know what I'm doing with myself. I'm trying to get me a little piece here, and I'm literally just tearing up the salad. So, ooh. Okay, I got some things. I definitely drenched it in the lettuce somehow, and I got fixins. So, cheers to a salad. This is so much better than the last Coronation salad that I had. This has an Indian flair to it. And the UK is so known for such incredible Indian flavors. Some of the best Indian cuisine outside of India is in the UK. So, it's really nice to have some sort of Indian flair to the salad. It makes me appreciate it way more than previous Coronation salads that I've had. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 salads. It tosses my salad. It makes me want to watch RRR all over again.
This salad is absolutely full of it. And when I say full of it, full of the decorations. I've always loved the salad here, the Coronation salad. It's interesting to get it in a wedge. I think it looks prettier on the plate. Whether or not it eats easier is really the question, because having to chop it with all the fixings, trying to get those little small bits on a fork, is already a pain with the salad. This way, we'll see. As long as the flavor is good, that's really all we care about at the end of the day. Ooh, feels like a little garam masala in there or something. Some seasonings. It just perks it right up. There's that grounded flavor. Definitely feels very South Asian flavors in there. I love the taste, the dressing, just enough to coat the veggies, but not enough where it's a soggy mess. This is still one of my favorite salads on Walt Disney World property. And it's only getting better with age. Give that 4.25 out of 5 plus. You can't speak the English, the King's Old English, and not at least reek of privilege with this Scotch egg. You have this golden fried egg with who knows how much that costs, wrapped in sausage with this golden breading, top of a mustard sauce. This is my guilty pleasure when I come here. I can't even begin to fool myself this is anyway good for me, but it tastes so good. I have a hard time not ordering it. I was just going to get entree, but then I saw the Scotch egg on the menu, and I felt it called to me. And it was the sound of freedom. The mustard, that thin layer of sausage, the breading, nice and crisp but not greasy, picture perfect Scotch egg. A Scotch egg they put in picture books. If they still do picture books. But absolutely wonderful. This is one thing that Gordon Ramsay would get mad if you put a photo of it on the menu, but this is the photo it deserves. It's this Scotch egg. Tasty, eggy, a little bit of the meat flavor. You really can't go wrong with this. Even if you just want to come here and get a pint, you want a snack, this is a snack I recommend. 4.5 out of 5 plus.
Never on the menu, but always available, the vegan fish and chips. Now, you can get this at the pub next door after 4 p.m. You can order it to go. It does not come with mushy peas. I do recommend getting extra vegan tartar sauce if you're going to do that. Otherwise, come here and get you some mushy peas. We're going to go full English here. I'm going to put some lemon on here. I got to take these seeds off. And then we got to put some of this vinegar. And then we gotta dip it in the vegan tartar sauce. This is like the only way to eat this. Like literally, yes. I never really liked fishy food when I was not vegan. And this is like the right amount of fishy, especially when you get it with like all the extras that I just did. It was just flavorful and tasty and amazing and in like the comfort food that you want. When I do quick service around EPCOT, when it's like diet EPCOT, my two favorite things to do is get fish and chips to go at Rose and Crown Pub or to get the off-menu bratwurst at Summerfest. Either or, you're in for an amazing time. I would give this a 4 out of 5 fish and chips. I did eat some of the chips too before filming, and I love dipping that in the tartar sauce. Like, it's just so comforting and tasty and amazing. Also a 4, and steak fry, so can't go wrong with that. Everything here is amazing. Just cheers to you and enjoy the food.
The fish and chips. I don't know any dish more British than this, aside from maybe like an English breakfast or an English tea. You guys are still the masters of tea, but like fish and chips, this is one thing that we cannot refuse. And we were talking about like best off-menu items on property. This is definitely making the list. So the princess does want to make a best secret menu items video. If you want that video, I'm going to need you to leave a question mark in the comments. Just a question mark for her. We're probably going to do it anyway. But even still, if you have had these before, we also need to know that. The crispiness of the skin, the fresh deep-fried flavor of the vegan tartar sauce, the malt vinegar completely sells the dish. I would say it's almost a more manageable portion than the non-vegan one, but either way you go, you're getting the meal. You're not going to leave hungry. This is enough to fill up even the princess for a good part of the day. But it's still delicious, still amazing. Even the presentation, over the bed of chips, the lemon, the mushy peas, amazing. 4.5 out of 5 claws. Consistently available, but consistently consistent.
The biggest difference between ordering the fish and chips at Rose and Crown Pub versus Rose and Crown Dining Room is these mushy peas. Unfortunately, these cannot be ordered at the bar. These are literally my favorite things here, so any chance that I get to eat mushy peas, I do. Some of our amazing friends from the UK and other sections of the UK, like Melissa and Enda, we love you guys, have given us mushy peas to make at home, and it is comfort to the next level. It literally makes me feel so good inside eating mushy peas. It's better than it has any right to be. It's just so good. I don't want to share. I don't want to share with anybody. I just want to eat it all to myself. I will give them a 5 out of 5. They are Princess City's item. If Bear was to eat any pea, this would be the pea that he would pee.
Kids, I rant and rave about certain veggies. You know, I don't like peas. I've never liked peas. I am a pea hater from the day I arrived on this dirt mud ball we call Earth to the day I leave. I will hate peas. But when I say hate peas, understand that I am never talking about mushy peas. They're the one and only exception. Dig right in. Look at that. Thick, you don't even need a spoon. Now, channel friends of Melissa and Enda, when they gave us mushy peas, they gave us like their secret for making their home recipe of mushy peas is the half, whatever the directions call for as far as liquid. But if you have like a home recipe that we are unaware of for your mushy peas, I need to know the secrets, okay? If you're gonna give the world mushy peas, they can't hold back on what it takes to make good mushy peas. If you want me to be nice to British food, give me the secrets. This, 4.5 out of 5 claws. It's the only pea I'm going to pee.
The vegan tikka masala replaced the Impossible Hot Pot, which we're gonna miss. The bangers and mash are still not on the menu, but then this is definitely different than what they had before. We got some rice, we got some curry, we got some pita. It's interesting to me that they can serve pita here, the Rose and Crown, but then they don't have it at Spice Road Table. Those are both Disney owned now, so no excuse anymore. I commit to my mistakes. I will say the flavors of this tikka masala is more authentic in an appropriated way to like a regular tikka masala than what they had pre-COVID. I think that was the last time that Bear and I had the tikka masala here was pre-COVID, so it's definitely changed quite a bit. There used to be large pieces of tofu in it. I don't really see the tofu like I did before. There's, lots of beautiful herbs, lots of beautiful veggies. Usually there was like big AF squares of tofu. I see like zucchini and potato and things, but I'm not really seeing tofu. So I feel like it's more like a vegetable tikka masala, which also not mad. The rice is decent. It's not as good as like going to Tusker House or something like that. It's not Persian approved. It's like every palate approved. I love the bread though. I wish, like I said, I wish Spice Road Table had something similar, but I don't know. I think it's like if you have never been to England before and you wanted to know what their Indian food tastes like, this would be like a baby sample of that. I don't think it would be like an indicator of how they serve Indian food there, but it's a step. I will give it 3.5 out of 5 tikka masala. I don't know. I think I miss the bangers and mash. Those were amazing, and I'm glad they have the fish and chips, but I wish that they still had the hot pot and this. I wish they had all 4 vegan options like they used to, because that was really when Rose and Crown was firing on all cylinders.
Now, when we say that we are a globally inclusive channel, we mean that 10 toes down. Almost to an annoying level. We're never going to apologize for that. So, tiki masala here at Rose and Crown, we're curious. We have people in our community, foodies. There's no borders and countries for how you enjoy food. I'm going to need you, if tiki masala is native to your part of the world, Southeast Asians, even those of you in the UK. Sam, if you watch this, I want your opinion too. Is this authentic tiki masala, or do you have some notes? Either way, diving right in, a little bit of the rice, tons of veggies. It smells wonderful. I want a little bit of this riata as well. Can't not get the riata. Give you a nice bare mouthful. Pita bread, perfect. The rice, perfect. The veggies have a nice little crunch to them. They sort of disappear in the riata. Well seasoned together, but I'm looking for the veggies to be the star. It's a vegetable tiki masala. I want the vegetables to be more present. It's definitely a good dish, very hearty. I don't know if it's a worthy replacement to either the hot pot or the bangers and mash on their own. I think I agree with the princess that I wish that they still had all 3. They've sort of, over the last couple of years, not even just with this menu update, sort of streamlined the menu, and it's allowed them to focus and execute better. But at the same time, I miss the options. The salmon's gone, the vegan bangers and mash is gone, obviously the hot pot is gone. Our plant-based brothers, sisters, and cousins deserve multiple options as well. It's a good dish. I have no negatives about it. It just makes me miss our other options as well. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 claws. For most of you, I don't think you're going to leave disappointed. Much to my surprise, looking at the menu, I wasn't really seeing anything that really jumped out and sparked joy for me. You have the shepherd's pie still here. You have the bangers and the mash, of course, and you have the non-vegan fish and chips. I was looking at tiki masala. I'm like, obviously it's the plant-based option. The Prince is getting that. Then our server-related something. They also have the option to add chicken to it as a protein. They don't have chicken anywhere else in the menu, so a chicken tiki masala. You have my attention. Let's see if you can retain my interest. So dive right in and get a nice, thick, white piece of chicken, sear on it, a little bit of ricotta, the same vegetables the Princess got. I'm gonna dive right in. Give me a little slice of the chicken. Get a little rice dealie going on here. And we're gonna fold all that up on a little bit of pita. Chicken, veggie, rice. Because this is what we come here for. Food options. Rice gets everywhere. The chicken, amazing. The sear on it. Nice crisp, but the inside of the chicken is still juicy, so they didn't overcook it. It's not dry, and it blends in very well to the tiki masala with ricotta on top. Definitely an option that should be in the menu. There are those of us who will eat other proteins, but honestly, beef to me is a little boring. I know that's a wild opinion, but when it comes to the array of meats available in the world, beef is the dullest one to me. The option to get chicken with the tiki masala, those different sort of flavors, I'm glad that it's one of those things that's always available. But just like I harp on the plant-based options, have those on the menu, the chicken should be on the menu. Flavors are good. It's a great option if you don't want something as heavy, but you're still going to leave full. It's a decent sized portion. The flavors, they hit. I would give this a solid 4 out of 5 points. So, we come here a lot, Rose and Crown, and I get a lot of different club blends. So, I had the server pick because I pick the same thing almost every time, either the black and tan or I'm getting a black velvet. This time, I got a cider and blackcurrant because why not be a little sweet with it? A little bit of the sour of the blackcurrant with the sweet of the cider. But not like mouth-puckeringly sweet. It like tames the sweetness. The problems with a lot of ciders is they go too sweet. This gives a nice balance of still being very drinkable. I feel like I need some sort of like accessory to go with this drink. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I need one. I'll give it 4 out of 5 points. It's easy to forget, but Rose and Crown does have desserts. They have a sticky toffee pudding with these cracks of the toffee on the bottom, this nice cake with the cream on top. That's what I'm curious about. Ooh, okay. When they say sticky toffee pudding, yes, that's the name. That's the actual construction of the dish itself. With the way it sticks to your insides. Instant joy. There are some things that simply just must be consumed. It's hard to explain why they're so good. But they warm you up from here, instant smile. Even with me not being a dessert person, I can appreciate this. So 4.5 out of 5 claws. It's rich. And being not a dessert person, I'd have trouble finishing it. But that wouldn't stop me from attempting the challenge anyway. For now, Rose and Crown keeps its crown.
I appreciate the menu changes, but also, like, I wish they would just keep options and not remove options. Yes. But totally appreciate the cast, the service, the food, everything. Shout out to Dave and, I'm sorry, I don't remember the other 2 managers that gave us the dessert. You guys were amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
We always enjoy it. The real magic at Disney World has always been the cast members, and you enable them to do great things, and we appreciate that. But I don't know what you guys think about the brand new menu here. Are you excited about the streamlined menu? Do you miss the old options? Are you excited to try the plant-based tiki masala? I definitely recommend you try it with chicken. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to talk about at all, the comments down here is always the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe I like this video. And if you don't comment, well, nobody's walking through the flowers. Nobody's telling you about a golden afternoon. And Bear is certainly not going to eat himself anywhere in the UK pavilion.
You heard the girl.